So the band's celebrating 25 years, right?
21.
21.
25.
25.
Yeah, I was going to say if 21 sounds better.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't.
No, that's right. No, it doesn't. 25. So let's do a really quick track by track on this first one.
My goodness.
You know, first of all, the photos are like babies in here.
Dust and Ravens.
That's right.
That's our
Yeah,
first
where is it?
love affair with
There it is right there.
that guy.
There it is right there.
Yeah, that was day one of multiple
shoots.
years. Yeah.
It's amazing. So if we
He
go
still hasn't gotten any better either, which is really weird. I don't understand that.
so most track by tracks go by the actual tracks. What we will do, we just thought we'd read everybody you thanked in here and see if you still like them.
Oh, okay.
Right? Can you imagine if we did? First
You're
of
in
all,
there.
I am in here.
And there was a gag in there as well.
Well,
For
think.
the
two.
first person we
Yeah.
thank, we go thank you, India.
Thank you,
Thank you,
India.
India, which is amazing.
For Alanis Morissette.
For Alanis Morissette.
Yeah,
I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But you also think, because you did a couple of Greeks in a row, so you have George Stroumboulopoulos, Stacey Mitopoulos, Mr. Snuffleupagus.
There you go. I'm glad
We
you
still
got
have
that.
the same sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly. All right, track number one.
Snuffleupagus.
This is how it goes. What do you
Yeah.
remember from that?
Wow. Well, that song, I guess, was about Aaron's.
Yeah, it was all about Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What he was going through at the time. Like, when we were
'Cause-
writing that song, he had just gotten diagnosed with MS.
Right.
And we weren't like, we didn't want to tell anybody, so it was kind of like our secret. So that was
Right.
like our kind of
Just the two of you knew.
Well, the band, like
The band,
Johnny,
yeah.
yeah. So we all kind of knew, but that was like our first kind of. That's why we started with a bang, because it's pretty angry. We're pretty angry at the news. So.
That's a family band song right there. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Right.
it's
Where
yeah.
did the line come up with this is how it goes?
It was you.
Was it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember. But
I just remember everybody's tired of chord, sick of trying. Because I actually saw that spray painted on a wall in College Street down home.
Oh, really?
That was cool.
That's pretty cool. Living in the shadows.
Plagiarism. Yeah.
No, it's called, if it's in your it's called research.
Research.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Market research.
Living in the shadows.
Living in the
Living in the
shadows.
shadows. That was about our kind of idea of, following the herd. People are living in the shadows. We were telling, oh, you're just wasting your time living in the shadows. But what we were doing was something that we were really passionate about.
Right. So people in your lives are telling you not to do that because the dream
it's
wasn't
kind of
real?
written with that in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and I always remember, which I will just say, there's a line in that that says, distant loud chuckles keep me awake. And because I was living beside the fucking orbit room, I got this like apartment, and my buddy lent it to me, he was being nice, and he's like, yeah, but he only showed it to me during the day.
Yeah.
And little did I know that they had live bands 7 nights a week. And my bed was right beside the stage.
Right.
Yeah.
So College Street gives you a
Yeah,
line.
a line,
takes
that's
away
right,
sleep,
yeah.
You know?
It's
There
all
you
your
go,
fault,
yeah.
Tim.
Yeah.
I know the manager. Too.
Yeah.
Track 3, 4 minutes and 13 seconds of absolute face-melting rock and roll. Try Honesty. When I first heard it, it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
What do you remember from that song?
Wow, that was that was probably the first song out of
Yeah.
that kind of sound and name change that we wrote.
So you become Billy Talent.
Yeah.
You know,
That was the-
punk rock ethos from the movie. So did you feel like it's like we need something like that?
I don't think it was as aware as that. It was just like
Yeah,
Ian kind of had this guitar riff, and it was
And
just
the lyrics
blew us
never really
away.
were about one particular thing.
Yeah, it's pretty
really,
ambiguous, actually,
It was
yeah.
it was more about, we were just honest people at the time, and I think that's where the actual title came from itself.
This well-worn CD is the first CD Colton ever bought, right? It's your first CD you ever bought.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
It was this one. And I think the next song was your song, right? Line and Sinker?
Line and Sinker, yeah.
What do you remember from that song? How did it make you feel?
Made me feel good. I mean, I was 11, so I was just.
That's it, man. Well, that's great considering you're 13 now.
And a half.
What do you remember from Line and Sinker?
Line and Sinker, I don't know.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah, what
man.
you see is what you get. Yeah, it's just kind of like, fuck
Yeah.
it. This is who we are. This is what we're doing. Believe in
Yeah.
yourself and empower yourself.
How much of not just these songs, but in rock and roll, songs that just lines that come up that sound good, and then after the fact you have to make them
He's the
sound
king of that.
A
interesting?
lot of that.
Yeah.
Just like fucking bullshit lines that
think
rhyme.
especially when you're younger. Yeah, because like you're not really thinking about it. Just sounds good.
Yeah.
And then you end up writing the entire song around it.
Totally.
You know,
Right.
It's weird.
And then you have to make
as
it-
you get older, it's the opposite. It's weird.
But then you have to like make up a story. Oh, this is what this song means, but actually it just fucking rhymes.
Just a whole
Right.
bunch of words.
Right? Yeah.
Honestly, for real. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go. Lies. What's that about?
Lies.
I mean, lies.
That was actually
Yeah.
kind of written about the music industry or people that we'd met at that time, and we were young, and we had our ideas about people that we met, and it
Forced
was,
conversation,
yeah.
hidden agenda. You think we're stupid. You think we're stupid. How dare you? The rug has not been pulled over our eyes, you fool. We can see right through it.
Yeah, pretty
It
badass.
was kind of
right?
our it was our version of like Everything Counts by Depeche Mode. You know what that song is
Yeah,
about?
of course. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I can see it. The X. Who's X?
Both.
Right?
Yeah.
Double X.
Double X.
Double
yeah.
X.
Did you have to give them heads up?
I actually did. Yeah. yeah.
I don't think I did,
told
no.
Jack, I was like, yeah, this song, don't worry. It's
Yeah.
okay. We're over it. It's good. Yeah.
27 days that actually happened.
Yeah.
That actually happened?
That we were- I did.
27 days.
Well, not straight, but I
Right.
didn't go out anymore and see my friends.
No, she never called. I had something. What did you have to say? You said you had something to say.
Good.
Break up with me.
River Below, another radio hit.
Below.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song. I mean, man, that was kind of like like we weren't even really sure like we thought it was such a weird song.
Well, my name is Bastard Son. Is lyric. Where's that
Yeah,
from?
I mean the video kind of really got the lyrics across from the song. It was about the guy that sits there literally coming up with things to hurt people,
yeah.
and like what happened just in Toronto
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. It's kind of written about that kind of person.
Yeah, that they just feel left alone and they have nowhere to go and they just want to burn it all down.
That's what happens.
Yeah. Which is actually funny about that song because I remember we had filmed the video with Sean Terrell, and at the end of the video, so the guy's devising this bomb, and at the end of the video, he detonates it, and he blows up, and we all blow up. And Much was like, we're not playing that.
Yeah.
Too
I remember
graphic,
that, yeah.
too. And then I was like,
Didn't it win the MMVA?
well, so they're like, and so we wrote an essay, like a piece to them, to be like, well, how can you play the Jay-Z video at the end of it where he gets
Yeah,
gone down,
yeah.
and how can you decide? How can you decipher what's more? And they were like, you know what? You're right, and we ended up winning the video
we
of the year.
ended up getting it.
Yeah,
That's right. We sent a 2-page
yeah,
like
our
essay.
I think I was the guy that gave that award to Sean.
Oh, really?
I think I was.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
That's
I think I
cool.
was because
There you go.
Because I remember when the controversy around the video, because I was sat on that committee,
Oh, did you?
and I was always annoyed by the fucking that shit.
Wow.
Play the song, let the kids decide.
Yeah,
even if
wow,
we're scared.
cool. It's graphic content, I guess, but we kind of thought it was
for that
brilliant.
time, and
Yeah.
now it's much more introduced.
Yes.
Oh yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Standing in the Rain.
Standing in the Rain. That was written about Vancouver.
Yeah, because we were
Yeah.
recording in Vancouver has some. It's a beautiful place, as we all know, but it also has some pretty rough areas, and the heroin problem is pretty
On
rampant.
Hastings, yeah.
Yeah,
And it rains all the time, so it's.
So it's about a
We
girl-
didn't have lyrics for that song. I remember me and Ben sitting in this little room at the factory, and to get there every day, you'd have to walk down Hastings,
Yeah.
right? It was like, so. That
Well, coming
was
from the
kinda-
suburbs out here,
Yeah.
people I think are really stunned when they first see what, especially in that area, the Lower East Side, Vancouver was like, right?
It's really
was it
sad.
shocking too?
Absolutely,
Absolute shock.
absolutely.
We've
Yeah.
never seen anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's how it's kind of written about a girl who becomes an addict and then a prostitute and then
Yeah.
So,
Anybody in particular? Just
no, just
Yeah.
we were just kind of
how about this? My girl, you're so hot when you walk, you melt snow.
classic
Cut the curtain,
classic weird line right there. Yeah. And now the disco is finally grown old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut the
yeah.
curtains.
Well, that's a weird song just all around. It's a badass song. Great
Yeah.
guitar, cool musicianship.
I think that song was kind of like an older song that we ended up putting on this record.
Yeah.
So there was really no subject.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
open.
It's
Again.
What you said again. Cut the
Things that-
curtains
yeah.
sounded great, and then like,
I
how
always
do you
like
write
the
a
line
song
of the
about
actors
this?
have gone home.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah,
like that.
actors and
Yeah.
curtains.
Yeah. All right, Prisoners of Today.
Great
Yeah.
playing in that song. Band played amazing. Yeah, I don't even. There's some weird lines in that one too. I remember just the verses are kind of like stream of consciousness
Right.
writing.
I never bite off more than I can chew, but then she bit my leg.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, that's super weird.
It's what
No
I-
idea what that means.
what I like about going through this stuff is I like, you're grown-ups and matured, but I like seeing where your heads might have been.
Right.
Or what art would have been to you, or figuring it out, because it is this music of youth, or so it's been sold, right?
Yeah.
And so much weight is put on the lyrics that young fellas wrote.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's a
yeah.
strange
Think of
thing.
Led Zeppelin.
Right? With kids.
Yeah, some of those lyrics, they were how old? 20 years old?
Yeah. And they carry a
That's
lot of
strange,
weight.
eh?
What do you remember from Nothing to Lose?
Ooh, that's a heavy one.
That one was a really heavy one. We just crossed the country on our first cross Canada tour with I'm the
30 seconds.
30 Seconds Mars. And yeah, we were just, you sit in the van and open the paper, and one day open the paper and there was this article about this young man that was going to high school, and he got teased so much that he hung himself in the bathroom of his high school during lunch break, and really kind of was shocking to read that.
jarring.
And we're like, what was going through his head to do that? And the lyrics, he literally came out of that.
Yeah.
Need more friends with wings is a great fucking line.
Cool, thanks. Yeah,
Was
that's
that
a good
about-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good line.
You can also see how they could resonate with an audience too at the time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, like because all my friends have all my friends were conquering my names. Yeah,
That's right. All the angels I know were conquering my veins. And this is about that person.
yeah,
Yeah, that kid.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Voices of Violence. You've survived.
George W.
George
Yeah.
W. Bush, yeah.
That was classic.
In
anti.
In the Donald Trump era,
Yes.
can you imagine you even took the time to write a song about George W. Bush?
Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
it's just what a weird time to be alive.
Yeah,
man.
that's.
Billy Talent. Thanks, boy.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll
Thank
see
you.
you inside. Will you?
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
right? Thanks, Bill.